Hi guys, it's PanelHopper here again, and today I thought I'd give you my thoughts on Batman Arkham Knight. Now, I finished the game a couple of days ago. I say I finished it. I didn't get the full 100% complete secret ending. I did enough of the game to get the first ending, so about 75% complete. Overall, I liked it. Yeah, it's a good game, not a great game, not as good as Arkham City. Certainly not as good as Asylum, but still a great game. I just said it's not a great game, but I said it's a good game. I said it twice. What I mean is it's a good game. Before I start mincing my words, but it is marred by terrible pacing and some really bad mechanics. To talk about the pacing, there are some moments in it which I won't spoil, but there are some moments which get you really amped up. When it's like, yeah, I want to get there. I want to take down the bad guy. I want to finish this fight, because what's happened is it gets you so revved up emotionally. Particularly, it was involving a character which I love. And for me, what happened was I got to that moment where I wanted to finish the fight, and then it was another hour or so of kind of chasing the bad guy around, narratively speaking, chasing it around from plot point to plot point, and it really, at points, it really killed the pacing. It should also be noted that the Batman in this game is an idiot. There are certain plot points in this game that if you've read any Batman comic in the last 30 years, you'll know what they are. There are only so many ways that you can do the Batman impersonator storyline. So anyone who's read a Batman comic in the last 30 years will know who the Arkham Knight is. I'm not going to tell you in case you don't know, but if you don't know, but if you have read a Batman comic, then you should know who the Arkham Knight is. There's only one of two people it can be. And of those two people, one is the most obvious, and they choose the most obvious one. So, putting that aside, and putting the pacing aside, the other problem with the game is the Batmobile. You know, the Batmobile is touted on all the advertisements for this game as being the big hook, but it's awful. It's terrible to drive, and they keep making you use it. I've played video games for 20 years now, and I've never driven a car in a video game that handles so badly. It doesn't matter that it's a tank, and it's basically invulnerable. The driving is still bad. You know, I had a much easier time getting around Gotham City on foot, gliding and grappling from roof point to roof point than I did driving the Batmobile, which just slides around all over the place. And there are people out there, they're probably watching this video at the moment, who probably defend it's like, oh, it's the Batmobile, it's meant to be unwieldy and tank-like, but no, like, it just feels terrible to drive. Like, you know, for something that's so iconic and so important, it just feels terrible to drive. And, you know, if you combine that with the poor pacing of the story, you know, these are the things which drag the game down from what could have been a great game. It could have been a great finale to the Arkham series into just a good finale for the Arkham series. You know, the story is okay, the gameplay is good, but not outstanding. You know, it has many of the problems the other two games had. And, you know, overall, I think that there are some missed opportunities. I think it's a good send-off for the trilogy, but it has several missed opportunities in it. So my overall thoughts are that the game is good, not great. I'd say a 7 out of 10 for me. If you buy it, be prepared for really bad Batmobile driving sections that are everywhere. And I would also recommend some of the story-based DLC, because some of that is really quite good and gives you the opportunity to play as more characters from the Bat family. And to be honest, if I'm honest, it should be in the game already. It shouldn't be cut off as DLC. So that's my recommendation. If you really want to see how the Arkham trilogy finishes, it's good, it's not great, but you should probably buy it. And if you're not sure, I'd say wait until the Game of the Year edition so that you can get all of that DLC included with the game. Okay, see you, bye.